Hi Crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner. Hello, happy Monday. So welcome to tonight's Facebook Live crafting event. I'm gonna refresh my computer so that I can check. We're gonna start a couple minutes, from now, because I want to give people time to get here in case you're like me and occasionally running around like a crazy woman for the last little bit. So welcome. I hope that you had a great weekend. Today is the tutorial for this. I don't know. I can't find a good name for this one. So I keep calling it different things. So this is I'm going to call it a 4x6 mini folio, meaning that it can hold 4x6 pictures is the plan. Hello, a few friends are here. Cool. So if you see this after, if it's on YouTube, in the description will be the measurements. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste them when I get that loaded up later tonight or in the morning. And if you're looking at it on Facebook, can I put I guess I could put it in the comments. I could put the things. Otherwise, the measurements are under the event I made. And you can send me an email at audramunk@yahoo.com and I'll send you the PDF. And it's just the measurements and the scoring lines. You'll need the video for assembly, but it's actually pretty easy. Hey, Amy. Yay. Oh, look at that. Okay, man, I feel excited. There are 7 people in class tonight. This is super fun. This is super fun. And you guys are going to love this because this is like, I'm not in any way an expert on making these things, okay? But these are the easy versions, and then you can grow them bigger if you want. And that's what I like about it. Okay, so before we can start, though, I'm going to give just a couple more minutes. I'm going to tell you about the now available butterfly bouquet. Okay, it is March. Oh, it's available tomorrow. To March, so tomorrow. Okay, and I am making a class. I'm just not ready. Sometimes it takes me longer. I get too many ideas, and then I can't make things. But I'm designing a class around this. The class will include some of the paper, and it will include some ribbon and some embellishments. And then if you don't already have the bundle, you'll have to order that to use. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Kathy. Hooray. All right. So if you're interested about the butterfly bundle, it's available, butterfly bouquet, it's available tomorrow. And if you're going to get the class from me, you'll need to get the host code from me tomorrow too, which I forgot to bring over here. But I just want to let you know this is available tomorrow. And it's super cute. I really, the paper is amazing. And the butterflies are super cute. As you know, I think it's right here. Oh, did I lose my cards? I did. All right, I don't know where it is. This month's just cards. I did use the butterflies cut out of the DSP on them. Okay. All right, we're at 10 people. Hey, Patricia. Hi, Kathy. All right, so I'm pretty sure everybody's ready for class. All right, and I thought about this later. So tonight we're just doing it Facebook Live. So you do have to type me questions, or if I'm going way too fast, let me know. And then I thought what we could try to do another time is Facebook actually has rooms where we could all go in a room together, like using Zoom, or we could do, usually I use for my classes, I use Google Meet. So we could do something like that too. We could try that out. Okay, so here's the mini folio. Let me show you what it looks like in case you haven't, I did post a video, but in case you haven't seen it. Oh, I gotta get out a piece of Velcro. So this is the easiest version. You guys can make this any size you want. This is kind of a generous size, but it only uses 2 pieces of regular cardstock. And then it uses lots, so 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, so 6 pieces of cardstock plus a bunch of DSP. And it's a great way if you have a lot of DSP built up to use it. And the idea is that you would add pictures. I always like to show you. So you could add a little picture and you would put them on there. You could add journaling. Well, most of us don't get to go anywhere too much. I would say you could add tickets because we have 2 pockets. And then these big ones, you could put a picture. You could put I love this one of my dog. I think it goes, no, I think it's that way. You could do a 4x4 picture. You could do a 4x6 picture. So the idea, I like to use these for small events or like, you intended to scrapbook something and you realize it's not going to happen. Print out 10 pictures and just put them in there. Okay. This one has a magnet. Tonight I'm going to use a Velcro, but I am going to give you some tips on the magnet. I forgot my Velcro, so let me, okay. Is this 2 pieces of Velcro? If you have Velcro, you need to make sure Yeah, like this will work. That you have a top and a bottom Velcro. I still haven't had a chance to look at magnets. The one I used, it's so funny how strong magnets are. The one I used in this, I would like to find thinner ones. I think they're too fat. But this says small multi-use craft and refrigerator magnets. And so what I did was, one is under, let's see if I can show you. There's a bunch of dimensionals, and in the middle is the magnet, and I put it down with a glue. It has a glue dot on the bottom and a glue dot on the top. And then this top panel is popped up on dimensionals so that I could fit the magnet under there. So tonight I'm going to do a Velcro because that is easier to do. Okay, so some of you got the PDF. It's so funny. I wrote it last night. I should not do things at night. Yeah, I don't know why I do it because it always... So I realized I had 2 errors. The good thing is the errors were the pieces were bigger, so it's easy to cut them down. So hopefully you cut out your pieces, and then you've got a big old pile of paper. Look at that paper. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it retired yesterday, this DSP. And look at my cute little thing. This is going to be the thing on the top. So I didn't tell you that, but you're going to need to put something to cover up your Velcro. And I made this cute. These better carry over, my friends. These are the pierced blooms. They are so pretty and so easy. Okay, so that's going to be my little cover piece. So you need all your paper. We'll chat and apply paper in a second, but let's do the important part. So in case you can't stay, okay, and then you're going to laugh. I started with my sweatshirt, but then the lights get hot or hot flashes come. I got to take my sweatshirt off. Oh, it is not the most fun to be a woman who is almost always really cold and then be in menopause. So, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so we need 2 pieces of cardstock. This is our Folio Base. This is where we're going to start. So one is 10 3/8 by 6 3/4, and then one is 9 5/8. So it's a little bit smaller. Okay, and then you need something to score with. It's actually not a ton of scores. So start with your big piece, the one that is 10 3/8 by 6 3/4. Yes, Jan, I'll send you the PDF. You have to send me an email so I'll remember if anybody wants it, and it'll just be exactly what is here. Which is also under the event. I just copied and pasted it there. But if you want it so you can print it out easy, that's what I did. Okay, so here we go. We are going to score at 4 3/4. Then we're going to score at 4 7/8. So really it's just one line over. And the reason for that is because when you add all the paper and you add some pictures, it gets too fat. You need to have a little buffer. So that's what that's for. Then we're going to come down here and score at 9 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then why does it say 6 3/4? Oh, I found another error. Sweet mamas. How many times does one woman need to make the same thing? Okay, so this is supposed to be a 9. That's so funny. And I did a test one. I scored, you know, some old retired paper and it was fine. I must have just made my brain like say it right. All right, so there's another error. I got to put all right, so if you already have the PDF, just fix that. Or if you want a new one, send me an email because I'm going to send you a PDF like file like every other day. Okay. So that's that piece. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Oh my goodness. See, this is, you guys are getting, you guys are getting like a true Audra class, like in person. It's totally awesome, but not fraught with difficulties. So it is right. I just can't read my own PDF. 9 5/8 and 9 7/8. So I actually scored mine in the wrong place. Oh, okay. Calm down. Yes, I need a power surge, Patricia, because this is, yeah, this is what I get for being prepared. I'm just going to give it another line. It will totally work like this. Okay, so I just can't read my own instructions. That this is one piece. I should have put brackets around it or a space, and this is one piece. Okay, 4 3/4, 4 7/8, 9 5/8, and then 9 7/8. And if you get an extra line in there, it's gonna be okay. Yours, hey Angie, yours will be just like mine. Okay, your second piece of paper. I was going to say, because I did practice this earlier. I promise you, I did. This piece is 9 5/8 by 6 3/4. We are going to score it at 4 3/4. This one's easy. It's only getting 2 lines. 4 3/4, and then one more line, 4 7/8. So the one right before the 5. And that's it. No more scoring is necessary. Oh. Okay, so now we are going to burnish these lines. So you need to bring in your bone folder. Now these are close, right? When they're only 1/8 of an inch apart, and if it ends up being a roll, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It'll probably turn into that anyway. And of course, see, if you do like, wow, I am showing you all of the ways not to do it. I just scored from line to line. That was super funny. So get it lined up, get your paper in there, and then burnish it. Okay, I am actually an expert at this, guys. And then do the second one. It's hard when they're close together, but you'll see why you need them. You need that extra buffer, that space. And when we put the paper on, no one's even going to notice. Okay, so that's one. And then this one. Now this one, if you had to do 3 lines like me because I told you the wrong thing, do the first one and then skip the one in the middle and do the last one. And I'm using shaded spruce. And I want to see pictures when you guys make these. Tomorrow I will post this one in a picture because I wait till daylight to take the pictures. And I want you to share yours if you made one. I think that would be super fun. Okay, and get the other one. So you know they're close. And it's going to be a little wiggly jiggly, and that's okay. Okay, so I've burnished them both. Okay. Now, you're going to laugh at how easy this is. Literally, all we're going to do is glue this to this. So we just made a big giant paper. Super easy. So you could use tear tape, or my favorite is our mono liquid glue because it gives me wiggle room. Now, only put the glue on this one tab. Don't get it too close. And you are going to definitely have glue that shows up somewhere. Okay, and then it doesn't matter which side of this, I'm pretty sure, hopefully, that it doesn't matter. Then we are going to put this on here. And that's why I like glue, because I've got time to fiddle around with it and get it as straight as I can. And we're going to put that down. Okay. I think I'm pretty good. And then we're going to stick that down. You can test it on the back. And it should be pretty good. And you could put this on the back or on the front. The DSP and the cardstock cover it up so you don't really notice it. So just stick that down. Okay. And then we get to do the kind of boring part. I don't know why that one piece is not sticking down. And so maybe you already did this, but now all we got to do is we need to attach paper to paper. And it's better to just do it all right now. And so you can use your glue, or you can use, I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going to go glue. If you're going glue, don't go heavy-handed, right? But just attach your DSP to your cardstock. Let me make sure I'm going to say this right. To all of your pieces, okay? Well, except for don't do the pockets yet. We're going to do those together. So I gave us big borders. These are the 1/4 inch. You know, each piece is a 1/4 inch from the other one. But if you like small borders, you know that you can do that. I do love small borders, and I think they look really pretty. But for something like this, the 1/4 inch border is easier. And depending on how you cut your paper, you're going to play with what goes together. So I did, you know, look at my DSP and think about, since I picked shaded spruce, you know, if you pick basic gray or black or crumb cake or espresso as your base, you have a lot more flex. You can put anything on them. Like that pink zigzaggy lines would look great on any of those. But since I went with the green, I'm going with the florals for all of mine. And on this one, I'm going to put this up, even though I don't like it as much as that, but I didn't want the whole page to be the same. You might like the whole page the same. Often I do like to have, it's because this paper, they're different colors. I like to have stripes or dots with the florals. I think that's fun to change it up a little bit. But it depends on your DSP. So I'm excited to see what DSPs you guys chose. And it's okay if it's not Stampin' Up. I won't give you too hard of a time. But you know that the Stampin' Up DSP is the bomb diggity. That stuff is nice stuff. So a book like this would be really good from a small family gathering, like Christmas. Do one of these in Christmas colors and make it and give it to your mom or your grandma or your aunt, you know, somebody like that. These are really good for that. I keep them in a basket in our sitting area. I swear I did not cut this right, but and I like to look at them. I have done just a couple. I have one from a trip. This one design, we made one a long time ago, and I think I'm gonna make that as a class later because it's a really nice design. It was an in-person class, but I think that I could turn it into a to-go class. And then I would cut it all nice for you. Hopefully I would cut it right. That is a questionable thing. This is probably not the best commercial. They're gonna be like, yeah, I saw her video. I saw how she told people to score it in the wrong place. So, isn't this pretty? I love this paper. Ooh, the berry DSP would be really nice. And the manly, oh, Amy, that would be super awesome. That paper is so nice. I've used it in last month's Just Cards, and I'm using it in this month's Just Cards. I love that paper. I think a beachy one would be really cute, you know, if you went to the beach and then you could put your few pictures in there. Like, especially if you just go away for a weekend and you only have a few pictures. I think that paper would be nice. If you just want something really artsy, the art paper in the annual catalog would be nice. This one is bigger, so you can't use any of the 6x6 papers unless you wanted to do a halvesies or something. You could do that. Okay. You can glue. Can you glue all of that? Yes, you can glue all of this on, or I'm going to go ahead and use, this is small, so I'm going to use Stampin' Seal. But don't attach that part. Just attach, if you're doing this piece, this happened to just come up in my pile, the closure, just do your little piece and then we'll do it when we get it on there. Okay, so this is like the equivalent of watching a pot boil, or in the chef show, someone would speed this up. So if you're watching this later, you are welcome to pause, do all this while you watch some more fun thing on Netflix or something, and then fast forward and get you where you need to go. If you're here live, you're just stuck with me. Stuck with me. Okay, so don't attach the ones that are gonna be the pockets yet, if you happen to get to that in your pile. And on this book, we're making simple pockets, so they don't have a, they don't stick out. They're flat pockets. The book I showed you at my little SAB final countdown day, that one, if you want pockets that are deeper, you just add a 1/4 inch to 3 sides, and then you fold it under and you glue just that part down. These are the small pockets. Okay, I'm almost there, so hopefully you're getting things glued on. And it's okay if you're not making it right now. You can make it later. So the key element is we do not want to glue the back on. That's going to get towards the end, like last, because otherwise you have to do, I'll show you what I had to do on my other one because I messed up. And I glued the back on too soon. So we're not going to glue the back on. Whoa, I got that glue kind of too close to the edge. What other? I thought of another paper that would... Oh, the black and white paper. Oh, you could make some beautiful ones. And now you can, say you don't want to just use all DSP. You could stamp paper with whatever you want. You can get, this is the most simple version, which I think is a good way for a video, and then that way you can explore yourself. This is about as simple as you can get. The only thing interesting is that it's a slightly bigger size. Okay, now we have our thing, and that's how it folds up. So that's why we needed a bigger spine. It doesn't matter which side you pick to be the front, but a lot of times where the seam is, I make that be the back. Okay, so then look at your paper and decide, and I think what I had decided was, look at that, is that I was gonna do that for the front and the back. This is the one we're gonna put the pockets on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, oh, never mind. This is gonna be my one for the pockets. Yes. All right, so we're gonna do the pocket page. So this is gonna be for our pockets, and then these will be our little cards that go in. Okay, so double check and then like open it up and think about what would you wanna put when you can see all 4 of them together. And so for mine, what I had decided was I was gonna do this. And I like it like this, like, for me, this makes me happy. So these ones, we're gonna go ahead and just attach them because this is done. That's it. We're not adding anything on this simple version except for this paper. So go ahead and attach the ones that you want to go in the middle. Could you add more pockets? Yes, you could. You could get fancy. You could add triangle pockets. You could add front pockets. You could add a whole bunch of different things. Oops, I do want that to be right side up. But you could also just keep it simple, because then the work can be the pictures or the journaling that you add. Depending on your paper, I can't remember what Memories and More cards we have this set. There's the Magnolia Lane ones. Come Sail Away. I think those are retired. Yeah, I think that was last year. But, oh, Magnolia Lane is retired too, but you could use it. I don't know. You could look at the Memories and More cards. I don't know if I got the ones from this catalog. Oh, and I'm so excited. I am going to a craft weekend. I'm going to go see my old friends back in Virginia, and they've got it all worked out to keep us, you know, mostly distanced and keep it pretty safe. So I feel like it should be okay because I've got some scrapbooks I got to work on. I am very much looking forward to it. Although I'm a little sad because I'm going to stay in the hotel room by myself. Normally I'm all like, hey, who needs a roommate? But, you know, COVID. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I think, you know, it'll be a little while, but we'll get things hopefully going better. All right, and then the people in the Frederick area, I got to look at my calendar because I got a bunch of things going on in April because the thing I'm going to is April. I'm going to do a card buffet in the garage in April. And I think I'm even going to kind of do it like old school. I'm not even going to make you order which ones. I'm just going to make 10 of everything. And we'll be careful and we'll have a good time. Although I will do 2 shifts though, because I don't think I can fit 12 people at the same time and keep us a little bit apart. Good. All right, so we're gluing stuff on. And that is definitely not an even border. I'll have to measure it later and see what did I do wrong. 6 1/4 is hard with the one cutter I use. I normally then get out my other cutter because that's where the jump of the line is, so you don't actually see it. Okay, so you got your inside. All right, on the pages that are going to have your pockets, go ahead and glue the bases down. And then I didn't tell you, you're going to need a punch. Although if you don't punch the little half circle, that would be fine too. Okay, and if you like to, if you're a little stingy with your DSP, although I figured most of us have enough DSP that we could use it, you could get really careful and make it 2 inches shorter. You could do that. I just went ahead and make it all the same because I wasn't sure exactly which pieces at first I was going to put where. So whatever the length of this is, I think it's 6 1/4. You could do it at 4 1/4. Good. And if anybody's using snail or seal, you have to tell me how many packs it takes. Could you make a whole thing with 1 pack? Although if I taught this as a class, like in person, I would be mean and either make them bring their own, or they would have to like bring their own adhesive, or I would just supply glue because it would be cost prohibitive. Or I could just include in the price of the class, like they could get a Stampin' seal or a refill. So that's something to think about if you are going to do something like this as a class. And if you're not a demo, it's okay. It's something to think about for yourself, like how much adhesive do I need? Okay, so here, there's 2 ways to do these pockets. Let me move this out of the way. So you could glue this on. I'm using our 1 1/2 inch punch. So you could glue it on and then punch it. Let me show you. I think that's what I did here. So see, that gets your, see how the pocket, there, the border goes all the way around, but not there. Or if you want to get fancy, hold on, I'm going to go grab the little square book that I made the other day. Oh, I can show you my just cards too. So you can do it that way, which I think totally looks fine. Or, oh, I didn't, you could do them straight like this. I didn't give this one pockets. Where? I know I did one recently where I did. Okay, or the other way you can do it is you punch, you would measure, you know, I'll go ahead and do it the fancy way. So get this, oh, you can't see it. Let me put it up here. So you want to put it at the middle. I don't think we need the directions anymore. So at the middle of your paper, and then you would put a little dot, okay? And then you would do the same thing with your DSP. Put a little dot, and then what you do is you flip this over. Okay, is that square? Make sure your paper's square. Oh, it's square. I eyeball this. Some people I know have put little marks on their punch at like halfway. I do tend to just, I tend to eyeball that. Okay, and so then you punch that, and then you punch this, and then, see, this is what I don't like. I can't figure out how to get that perfect. Do you see what happens? So then you get a little bit of border. So you could just slide it up and you could just punch it together. So if anybody knows how to do that, I'm not sure what you do to get that right. So I'm just going to glue it on like this. I do like having the little hole. I think it looks cute, but this is a small enough pocket and it's a flat enough book. You don't have to do the punch if you don't want to. So now, of course, I need to do them the same though. So it's not perfect. And so maybe I need to go around and research, but I can't remember. I'll have to look at some other ones I've done that have a little punch out. And so then you glue that on. Okay. Let me see. I've got like 2 other books here. So I have been making these a while. So if you haven't been following my my channel for a while, unless you look down and you realize you put it on like, well, okay, that one's gonna be wackadoo. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's like super crooked. Can I get it up? Nope. All right, that's okay. Will my mom care? Probably not. All right, so I've made a couple of these. This one actually ended up, this was the prototype. I made this one with the whale paper. No, so I guess I think I punched that all together. This one was fun. Let me look at this one, see if it has some. But they're really fun to make. Nope, I did straight pockets. And this is about the same size pocket, but these pockets have the extra 1/4 inch. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, you can watch it again. We're just gluing a bunch of paper down right now. So I have lots of books that are fun to make. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one. I'm going to glue it on and then punch it. Because apparently I can't glue things on straight while I'm talking and doing things. And we're almost there, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. Okay. So I'm going to just, I love these polka dots. I can't believe that one pocket is going to be so crooked. Whoa. All right, I got a little over exuberant with my glue, so when it's dry, I will get it off with my adhesive eraser. So I'm going to punch this half. And I'm just going to totally I'm not even going to mark it. That's how crazy I'm going. I would never punch more, though, than a DSP and a cardstock. If you get too thick, you're going to break your punch. Ask me how I know. I had a 2-inch punch, and I tried to do this one card technique, and I broke it. Like, it could not be fixed. I had to order a new one. Okay. Where are we now? Okay, so your pockets. I would recommend tear tape for attaching your pockets. You could do glue, but just if you do glue, just one little line, and then you need to let that sit for a while. So I like tear tape because I know it's not going to get goopy in there. And I just put it right at the edge. I mean, if there's a little gap, it won't matter because you're going to put, you know, either the little photo card or you're going to stick some tickets or, you know, whatever memorabilia you've got going in there. So, of course, you only do the 3 edges, and then make sure you get your stuff on there strong. And then the best part of any craft video is watching the person peel up, watching the person peel off the tear tape ends. Although this is way better than that red tape we used to have. That was always quite amusing. So if you're watching this later, feel free, you can fast forward. I do feel like maybe I should tell like really good jokes. Connie Heisey, I attend a lot of her trainings, and she says when she does Facebook classes, like when she has to color, she actually has started looking up good like dad jokes and stuff. I don't know why they're called dad jokes. They're like people jokes, but anyway, she said she'll look up jokes and she'll tell them jokes while she colors because, you know, on a Facebook Live, you might get a little bit bored. Whereas if you're watching it later, you can fast forward. All right, and so that one goes down, and then we're going to do it again. That one is really goopy, so let's hope that later I can get the glue off. All right. And if there's something else you guys want to see a class of, let me know. But I do like making these little books. I like making cards. I like to make boxes too, but that's what is holding me up on the butterfly class because I think I'm going to include a box, and I was trying to decide which one. And so I'm looking all around and saving things, and so I'm going to go look at that. And then also the banner, I got the parts in the mail today from Trisha at Maryland Stampers. So I'm going to put that together tomorrow, and I'll post that class. And then I just do 12 because there's only so many, especially we're going to go visit my mother-in-law. We haven't seen her in over a year, and she is vaccinated now. We aren't, so we're still going to be super careful. But we're going to go to North Carolina. She lives down near Wilmington, and we're going to go visit her next week. So you're going to laugh. I'm trying to figure out what work I need to bring. I think I'm going to do my taxes from last year so I can look up things on the computer. And I'm definitely going to bring something to work on. And I'm going to bring a book. But we're going to go visit. My husband actually is going to work 2 of the days because he works at home, right? So he's going to work 2 of the days, but then he can have lunch and dinner in Hangout, and then he's going to take Friday off. Look at that. It's very cute. Don't mind my dirty part, but okay. So hopefully you are down. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, maybe I'm sending my mom the other one, and I'm going to keep this one. I mean, couldn't you imagine if you, what kind of spring events do you do? I mean, you could go to a park, you could go hiking. I don't know. When the flowers start blooming, you can just go for a walk with your dog and take pictures of flowers, and then you could put them in there. That is super cute. Okay, so you're only going to put the front on. Do not put the back on. And then we're going to score that last little piece. I guess I did tell you to get rid of your scoreboard. We didn't score it. Okay, so only the front. Going crazy with my glue. So put the front on, And actually, how are we doing on time? Dude, we are doing so good on time. I was afraid this would take a long time with all of the layers and the gluing, but really, it's not bad. So hopefully you're doing about the same speed as me, because I've been trying not to go too fast. Okay. Oh, love it. If you did craft shows or gifts, I think these would be, this is not that, I guess you'd have to add up all the paper, right? And then your time to make it. But I don't think it's too bad. I think you could, I don't know how much you could sell them for, but you could definitely give them as gifts. Okay, so the front, the piece I called on the PDF, I call it the closure. We need to score it, because I forgot to tell you to score it. We need to score it at 3 3/4 and 4. 3 3/4 and 4. Hopefully that's big enough, because now I'm thinking about it, because I extended the back to make it fatter. It's gonna just fit. So if you want to do that at 3 3/4 and then what would be 4 1/8, you could do that, but I think it will work. So the reason we didn't glue our back on is because we need to put this on first. And actually, I should have said if you were going to use a magnet, you shouldn't have put that front on. I hope you're using Velcro. Yes, pictures of your dog. I think that would be awesome. So we're going to glue this on the back. If you were going to use a magnet, you might have to get creative if you've already put that down. Sorry, because I was already thinking that I was going to do Velcro, so I did not pop it up on dimensionals. But that's how I hid the magnet in the other one. Oh, I hope I didn't wreck your project. Okay, so then that goes down. And you can put it in the middle, you can put it anywhere. But I think it's, and you could do this with a ribbon. You don't even need this closure like that little square book. I did the ribbon. I put the ribbon underneath. But I've also done this. I just did the ribbon behind the front piece. So it's just a loose ribbon. What did I do on this one? This one, I just put the ribbon under the back panel. So you could do ribbon if you don't want to do the little paper closure. So there you go. Okay, so then that glues on. And then you can put your back panel on, because that will cover that up. I think I want. I don't know if there's an up. I feel like that's the up. And you could even use that little closure and then have a ribbon go on top of it and have ribbon be the actual thing that does the closing. That would be fine too. Okay, so put that down. Okay, and then, so for me, I'm gonna put this on. Where's my, I have these Velcro, you could use smaller ones than these. I just don't think I have smaller ones. So this little piece, go ahead and glue or seal that on. Okay, just checking everything's still working. Sometimes you get in the zone and you're like, oh, am I still here? Is everything working? Yay, I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with me. This is so fun. This is so very fun. Okay, and then that goes on there. And then, I know I got a piece of, okay. So my Velcro, I think most of it comes this way. It is sticky. So what I'm gonna do, I think it's better usually to put the more plasticky side down. And if I'm wrong, you can do it differently. So I'm gonna put the fuzzy side, and I'm gonna just stick it on here. And then get everything lined up and then stick that on there. Okay, and then don't undo it yet. And sometimes, I did not do this, sometimes I will actually add this liquid glue, which I'm gonna clean before I put the lid on, because mine's really messy. Sometimes I will add a little glue when I'm doing Velcro too, so you may wanna do that. But this is not a super heavy duty project, so it should be fine. Okay, so I got rid of that. And then if you have a flower or a circle or something, I think I want it this way, attach that here. I'm going to attach mine with glue dots because I've already got a dimensional in there. Okay. I'm going to be generous with my glue dotting. I know it is. I mean, I took pictures of my pets even when my kids were little, but you know, I laugh at the poor dog. I'm like, she does something cute. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta take your picture because there's no kids at home. And then the kids, they don't want their pictures taken hardly ever anyway, now that they're all grown up. And I'm gonna put that right there. And there is our cute little 4x6 folio or mini book, mini album. So let's see what happens. Yes, I'm good. And then you want to make sure, really get that Velcro on there. If you did do magnets, you could put the magnet on the top. It wouldn't matter. If you want to get fancy, pop up this front panel on dimensionals. But then you've got pockets here. And then you've got these nice big pages. So you could put, I don't have any, oh wait, do I have a 4x6 picture? I like to show you how it does fit. Oh. No, these were my, our Christmas picture. We took it on a self-timer outside. But I could put that, and I could put a little journaling. I could put that on white. Let's see. What do I have? Okay, I think this is 4x6. This is one of the, okay, so you guys, you know what I'm going to do for my kids? This is my plan, is, now these go the other way, so I would put that like here. But I don't know if I have them all. I was thinking if I had enough leftover pictures and from all the Christmas cards from over the years, wouldn't that be a cool little book to give each of them? So like their whole childhood through their Christmas cards. I think that that would be really neat because I have a bin where I've been putting them, but I think on my the really old ones, I'm gonna have to go back and just take pictures of the ones in my scrapbook. So there we go. Yay! I'm so glad you guys were here and now you know how to make. This is the most simple version. I'm going to talk to you this way so I can see you. This is a very simple book, but what's cool is you can add flaps up. You can add flaps down. You could make more pockets. You could make little bits. I mean, this you can see how easy this is. Very little scoring. And it's really fun, and I think it looks really pretty, and I think it would make a really awesome gift. If you're giving it to people, if there are people you already have pictures, print the pictures and put them in there. Because how many of us have cute little albums we didn't put any pictures in, right? So for my mom, like there's no point to sending her an empty one. I made these little small ones one time, I think with paper pumpkin stuff. And I filled it up with pictures and I sent it to my mom and she loved it. So if you're giving it to someone that you know they won't print the pictures, print them real quick yourself and do that. If you have questions, comments, requests, if I mess something up terribly, let me know and I'll try to help you fix it. If you do want the PDF, which is correct now that we figured out I didn't actually mess up, send me an email, I fell on the floor, at audramonk@yahoo.com. And because I've got it saved, it takes me 2 seconds, I'll just send you the PDF if you want it that way. Otherwise, I think you can copy and paste it from the event. And if you're on YouTube, it's going to be in the description, and you could copy and paste those dimensions wherever you need them. Yay! Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, everybody who joined me. Let's see. My plan for lives, I'm planning on a Wednesday morning, and then Friday at 5. So I'm going to try to have a regular schedule. And you're going to get yoga either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday at 2. Okay, so anything you need, let me know. Thank you so much. Stay crafty. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time.